Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center. As you can see by the title, man, yes. This video is about the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm not gonna make this video super long. I just I was looking for some content to talk about the cover, and I ran across this. So I was on YouTube looking at sports stuff and just seeing what's going on in the sports world, seeing if there's anything that's going on worth speaking on and giving my take on, my opinion on. That's what you guys clicking on this video for or watching my channels for, right? So I seen something. So I seen that the Cowboys and the Rams had a joint practice preparing for their preseason game, and I see that it was a fight that took place in that joint practice, and I believe the Cowboys ended up shoving a member of the LA Rams staff that wasn't a player. And they were saying I forgot what the title was, but it was something making it kind of seem as if the Cowboys are just because of that one action that they just are, well, obviously, because if you look at the whole Dak situation in terms of the pay, the whole CD Lamb situation in terms of the pay, and it's like showing that it's like, are the Cowboys, should you be concerned? Should the Cowboys be worried? And bro, outside of the Dak and CD thing, we're going to talk about this, what you probably clicked on this video for. Should you be worried? Absolutely not, bro. We have to understand one thing. Football is a barbaric sport. Football is by far one of the most violent sports in the world. You got football, you got boxing, you got mixed martial arts. I mean, from all forms, whether it's jiu-jitsu, whether it's Muay Thai, whether it's karate, those are all rugby. They ain't got shoulder pads and stuff on. So these are physical sports. So you got to think about the mentality that you have to place yourself mentally when you know that you're going through that type of battle, right? So a lot of times, especially if you're a super passionate person, so let's just say it's been trash talk all week, of the joint practice. This team saying this team saying that. Everybody getting hyped up, everybody getting crunk up, and you get into you get into play. So I make a play and I get up and I'm letting y'all know, yada, 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 and I'm talking crazy, you know what I mean? So now the other team is getting frustrated at what I'm doing, especially if they can't stop it. So now they take out their anger of me towards me on a staff member that they don't have nothing to do. But a lot of times when you're acting in passion, you don't think about fully what you're doing, you know what I mean? And that's what can be detrimental to you a lot of times, especially in sports, because once you stop thinking, you're pretty much over with, especially if you're already at a deficit and you're trying to come up, you're trying to get back, crawl back and fight into the game. And when something happens and it derails you mentally, not most times that you're not able to get back on those tracks. So, man, the Cowboy fans, outside of the two things I just mentioned first, which was the Dak and the CD situation, you guys don't have nothing to be worried about. I'm going to be completely honest with you in terms of that. You know what I mean? It's football, man. It's going to happen. You remember last year when Devontae Adams was going through what he's going through in Las Vegas, you know what I mean? And we look at the receiver. If you've seen the receiver documentary on Netflix, you understand more so what he was having to deal with. And you look at the hits he taken. Like he said, I hadn't been hit this much in my whole career. He's like, every game I get jacked up. So you're losing. You're so used to this winning culture here in Green Bay. Now you come to the Las Vegas Raiders, which is, that culture doesn't exist here yet. Y'all are trying to create that, so it's difficult. It doesn't excuse the action and say, okay, we're supposed to just bypass that because everybody's frustrated, regardless of what you do. But at the same time, you got to kind of understand things sometimes. If a person is frustrated and you're hopping in their face with a camera, you got to be prepared to get a certain type of reaction sometimes. Sometimes you might get the professional reaction like, man, yeah, hey, man, but sometimes you might get that reaction of just, man, get out, you know what I mean? Because you're frustrated. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you're frustrated and you're feeling like you can't let that frustration out how you would want to let it out there because I have to rely on the ball being able to get to me. So now I'm going to do it here. So it's football, man. The place that you have to put yourself mentally to go through that, it takes a certain type of mentality. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I think that a lot of what today's is trying to water down the world, sensitize the world, but also the game of football, man. It's like, if you want to take away, all these things, just go ahead and just say, okay, you know what? We're going to do away from pads and we're just going to make this flag football because that's the route is going, if you ask me, with so many different things, the hip drop tackle, stuff like that. And I know this is a Cowboys video, but I ain't going to get too much into all that type of stuff. But I'm just saying all that plays a part. Because the fact that we can say, or that's actually, a headline, should the Cowboys be worried because of that? Absolutely not. Look at last year when Colorado and Colorado State got into it. You know, it wasn't just players out there, it was staff members as well. So, you know, that comes with the territory, man. So it's just, let's let football be football. Let's let that be the barbaric. It's the reason why a lot of people don't play football. You got, some people might say basketball. It's the reason why. It's too much running up and down the court. Same thing with soccer. Some people gonna say the reason why they don't play football is too physical. It's the nature of the sport. That's why they don't box. That's why they don't do those. So we gotta make sure we try to maintain safety, but also keep the integrity of the sport as a whole. You know, so yeah, I just wanted to briefly touch on that, man. I ain't gonna make this video too long, but yeah. Cowboy fans, in terms of that, if you're looking at that, no. Now, whether y'all pay Dak and whether y'all pay CD, then that's when we're gonna have a different type of conversation. But just guess what? Whatever the decision is, I'll be back on here to give my take on it. But that is it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, click that post notification bell. We've been notified on all things Rob Sports Center. Because just like the GOAT Drizzy Drake say, man, I got these videos coming back to back. Stay tuned. Y'all don't want to miss it. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out this thing. Peace.